Hello, Hojoz here, and welcome back to the fourth episode of the fourth season of the Cedara fight competition. And today, we are seeing the SeaTrimmer 1 by Dundon93 battle the CT Skeletor 3v3 by Crispy Nugget and me. And we'll also see battle the Stingrey 2 by Cedara versus the TFD6 Mamba by Max Blight and KSP 5. And I can promise you, it's not going to seem like it at first, but this is going to be a great video. And with today's competitors announced, it is time to see them battle against each other. It is time to see Dundon93 battle against Crispy Nugget, who is assisted by me in making his CT Skeletor 3v3 better. Let's get right into the competition as right now started, and it's going to be the question if the SeaTrimmer will take off first or it's the Skeletor. And the answer is, it is the Skeletor taking off first with all those tigers. Those tigers, of course, having afterburners like the Panther, but the tigers are, well, in numbers better than just one Panther, which is, of course, an advantage for the CT Skeletor 3v3. Anyway, we are starting to get into position, starting to get near competition distance, as we shall now turn around and see how these two planes will battle against each other with just guns, because, well, I ban missiles. This is the frontmost SeaTrimmer. Yep, as far as I can see it is. And it's going to be interesting to see if the SeaTrimmer will beat the CT Skeletor, if the CT Skeletor treated by me will beat the SeaTrimmer, as the gunfire unleashes right now. Only Vulcans in this battle, which we haven't seen Vulcan only battles for a while. Actually, I think this is the first Vulcan only battle in the entire CFC Season 4 series, as SeaTrimmer is turning on the CT Skeletor and of course is going to try something on actually the other CT Skeletor, which is also being attacked by the other SeaTrimmer. Nearly mid-air collision there from what I can see, and this SeaTrimmer is in position but rather unstable. Let's see how it'll fare. And it is actually already a Skeletor behind the SeaTrimmer, although that gunfire from the Skeletor also looked a tad bit unstable, but not as unstable as I'm seeing here with the SeaTrimmer, which it could come back to haunt the SeaTrimmer, of course. The Skeletors being more stable and then of course having the advantage of better aim. But hey, would it matter with an AI that can't aim? Well, we'll have to find out, as the Skeletors are now being chased off by the SeaTrimmers. The SeaTrimmers are, of course, the unstabler craft, but of course, as we've seen earlier in this series, unstable does not necessarily mean bad, as it nearly looks to have been a hit on the CT Skeletor, nearly a hit there too, as that CT Skeletor over there must surely be interested in getting this SeaTrimmer wiped off the board. And it truly is trying to get itself into a position as one of the Skeletors crashes into the ocean, and that would surely decide the battle in favor of the SeaTrimmer. Oh, I thought that was an explosion on the SeaTrimmer. It is an explosion on the SeaTrimmer. Was that then a friendly hit on the SeaTrimmer? I mean, it doesn't matter, since the Skeletor here is just basically taken out, although it still has its guns and it is still struggling for control. It's still trying to get control. But surely the Skeletor won't survive for long now, and it is. And then a SeaTrimmer damage? Oh, it really looked to have been a hit there. But I can't really see what the damage would be on this SeaTrimmer. I can see what the damage would be in this SeaTrimmer. as CT Skeletor is nearing the ocean and nearing overheating on one of its parts. And it's clear now that once again stability doesn't win from just lackluster maneuvering, as it is a 1-0 for the SeaTrimmer. And it's time to go back to the runway with a very laggy water animation, of course. One of the annoying things in KSP, the water physics, the water animations being really laggy on any computer. Returning back to the runway now, of course, going to take a while to load, especially after that ocean splash there. Shouldn't have boarded the CT Skeletor to watch it fall into the ocean. As there it is then time to finally go back to the runway. We are back on the runway and we are back on board with a Skeletor, which is of course, well, the first time today, as I really haven't been on board with the Skeletors in the previous match. 1-0. Well, burn off rather easily for the SeaTrimmer, as it's time to see how these 6 Tigers, at least I believe it's 6 Tigers, can assist the Skeletor in taking down the SeaTrimmer, or if the SeaTrimmer will once again have the upper hand on the CT Skeletor. The CT Skeletor maybe being too stable for its build. As well, it's a trademark with my designs, at least. My designs being, of course, always just too stable and then trading the stability off with less maneuverability, and thus making for a bad fighter. And it's time to see the competition start again, and it's time to see if the Skeletor will now, with the camera advantage, be able to take down the SeaTrimmer, or if the SeaTrimmer still has the upper hand. Skeletor, as nearing 4 kilometers, in 3 kilometers now, we must be firing any moment, as there the fire on the rifling plates go already, and it is already some damage for the Skeletor. What has gone there? It is, well, nothing that I can see, but it has surely caused for some instability in the design already. As this Skeletor is flying towards the SeaTrimmer, but both SeaTrimmers doing a head-on for this Skeletor, and thus possibly also for the other Skeletor. Well, it's actually that Skeletor. No, it's the Skeletor. I thought the Skeletor was going on the SeaTrimmer there, but it wasn't. As this Skeletor is going on the SeaTrimmer, but the SeaTrimmer is going to do a head-on, and that was nearly a collision. Nearly a mid-air collision. I was actually pretty much prepared for a mid-air collision there. The Skeletor there behind the SeaTrimmer. And that's SeaTrimmer over here, actually, firing on the Skeletor. Yes, and this Skeletor which fires on the SeaTrimmer. Come on, just get it rolling, level, and get on the tail of the SeaTrimmer and possibly take something out. Come on, you're so close. You're so damn close. Ah. Oh, it's concentrating on the other SeaTrimmer, which then, well, it's not here anymore. So it has to concentrate back on this SeaTrimmer, which is still on the disadvantage for this Skeletor. Come on, you can do it here. You are on the tail of the SeaTrimmer. Surely, if it can take this one out, it can take the other one out. Come on, you're very close now. Ah. It's just about getting those guns to fire correctly. I'm constantly expecting a hit here, but as you can see, the hits are not arriving. Not today, at least. It, besides that initial encounter, that weird head-on thing, there are no hits in this battle yet. However, that can change with the SeaTrimmer chasing the Skeletor. So this Skeletor can engage the SeaTrimmer still on the back of the SeaTrimmer. Jeez, it's on the back of the SeaTrimmer very, very long now. But it can't just seem to be using its guns, and it's finally having to disengage from the SeaTrimmer being slower than the Skeletor right now. Thus forcing the Skeletor into avoiding the SeaTrimmer, and then the SeaTrimmer now being able to engage the back end of this Skeletor. However, the other Skeletor is now behind the SeaTrimmer. That's more damage on the Skeletor, and it is really vibrating weirdly now. Of course, that's the disadvantage of mounting every part you have on just one cubical techno thread, which I will not be doing for the next season of the Fight competition, as that is yet more damage to the Skeletor. It can't really hold it. This can it? Come on. Yeah, it is surely going into the ground. Or not. Nearly. it got itself off the ground, but only just. As, well, those two SeaTrimmers have the upper hand on that Skeletor. We're just waiting for death there. Yeah, this is not going to survive for long, although it is trying. It is trying to survive. Oh, that was mere meters from the ground. If the tail was in the normal position there, it surely would have tail striked and done even more damage to itself without intending to do damage to itself, of course. Yeah, still no hits on the SeaTrimmers, as far as I can see. And the Skeletor really struggling now. Yeah, that's the other Skeletor also taking damage there. It is, yeah, it's quite possibly the same damage as on this Skeletor. And thus that means that the Skeletors aren't able to competitively take out the SeaTrimmers to maintain the advantage on the SeaTrimmers for much longer. And thus, there it is, the expected hits on the bugging out Skeletor. And it is, once again, lovely, lovely space. Oh boy, last episode we met the Charmander space program, and now this time we have encountered the Skeletor space program. And it is really going fast, and yeah, that's possibly crashed KSP. I think that just crashed KSP. I think that just crashed KSP. Yeah, there goes the loading sign. Oh boy. Well then, Skeletor. It couldn't defeat the SeaTrimmer, but it for sure could defeat actually the entirety of Kerbal Space Program itself. Meet you back, because I'll have to do some repairing and some preventing of technical difficulties now. Well, with that incident over with, we are here back for the third battle of the fourth season of Starfight competition. Actually the fourth episode, I want to say. No, the fifth episode. Back with the SeaTrimmers and the Skeletors. After the Skeletors have launched us into space once again, and pretty much just made sure that their defeat wouldn't count towards the counter, because it is still 1-0 as per the rules. Going to start now the competition again, and now we'll have to see if the Skeletors, which of course take off first, will now once again just bug the shit out of KSP, crash it again before meeting a 3-0 defeat, which I am expecting a 3-0 defeat pretty much after those first 2 rounds. It being able to keep up with the SeaTrimmer in the first half of the battle, but then once it gets damaged, there's just no hope for it left as the competition starts. That is pretty much what I've seen, at least. Both the craft now heading towards each other once again. We have to wait and see if the SeaTrimmer will score the victory that we are basically all expecting, or if the Skeletor can bite back. As It's time to fire the weapons. And you just want to see the Skeletor blatantly not wanting to participate. And now the SeaTrimmer's going to turn on the Charmer as well. The Skeletors and the Skeletors turning on the SeaTrimmers. It'll be the question if the Skeletors can defeat the SeaTrimmers, whereas the SeaTrimmers are yet one step ahead of the Skeletors. As SeaTrimmer's already firing on Skeletors and one Skeletor firing on the SeaTrimmer. And there's actually the Skeletor there. I thought it was a SeaTrimmer, but it wasn't. Oh, just instability here, causing the SeaTrimmer a little bit of an issue trying to engage that Skeletor. Yeah, the Skeletor now engaging the SeaTrimmer, and the remaining craft then. Oh, nearly mid-air collision between both SeaTrimmers there. Yeah, now it's the SeaTrimmer on the Skeletor and the Skeletor on the SeaTrimmer. Now it's going to be a SeaTrimmer on the Skeletor. So we have formed a death train. We've successfully formed a death train, and it is actually the SeaTrimmer abandoning the death train first, or it is the Skeletor choosing to abandon the death train first. Either way, it won't matter, especially if the SeaTrimmer will manage any damage on that Skeletor, or if the SeaTrimmer simply isn't stable enough to get guns to do some damage on the Skeletor, which has now fled the SeaTrimmer. But the other Skeletor has gone into the image quite nice with that Skeletor, as I heard some damage, and that's probably the Skeletor. Oh no, it's actually some damage here, some hits on the SeaTrimmer, but yeah, it is Skeletor again, just damaged. So yeah, Skeletor isn't going to survive long. Skeletor out. There it is. Into space once again. Very lucky that we weren't flying aboard that Skeletor. And then the other SeaTrimmer trying to take out the Skeletor will probably take out the Skeletor. There it goes. Into space. You two go into space. Yep. And it is quite the easy victory for the SeaTrimmers, taking a 2-0. Well, one lesson learned, I guess. We're going to have to avoid the Skeletors once they break up, because, well, both the Skeletors have once again spazzed out and gone into space. So yeah, it's a 2-0 for the SeaTrimmer. And to load last quick save and see how the final match will go. See how dominant the SeaTrimmer will be this time. Maybe even see if we can get a battle on after this one. Which I think, yeah, I feel like doing another battle. I feel like putting yet more content towards you guys, because I don't feel like this is going to last more than 20 minutes this video is. So I'm going to just schedule another content thing for you guys as the 5th match, actually. No, the 4th match gets on the way for the Skeletors. Straight on first, of course, and then the SeaTrimmers. Let's see what we will have to, what we'll get for the next battle, if we'll get one. It is a Stingrey against the Mamba. Well, that's going to be a good battle, I think. As it is 6 kilometers and counting for the Skeletors getting away from the SeaTrimmers, and the SeaTrimmers getting away from the Skeletors, but not anymore, as they are now forced to turn on each other and engage and fight till the death. Because, well, no pain, no match will go without a kill. For the Skeletors and the SeaTrimmers will have to kill each other too, as we are nearing engagement range. And there we go. Here's to firing the guns on the SeaTrimmers. And that's actually a SeaTrimmer suffering from a really unstable problem, nearly entering a flat spin, but having the maneuverability to counter said flat spin possibility. And there it's actually, yeah, I think that is one SeaTrimmer going into a flat spin. Ouch. No, it's pulled out. But it allowed the Skeletor to get on the back of that SeaTrimmer. It's possibly going to hurt. And I say possibly because the SeaTrimmers are actually better than the Skeletors. As once again that SeaTrimmer is stumbling. And it's nearing the ground, it's nearing the sea actually. Will it pull up in time or will it crash? The answer is pulling up in time as this Skeletor is engaging the SeaTrimmer. And we are hoping to see at least some damage on the SeaTrimmer for, well, the Skeletor to at least be a valid entry. Oh, I swore that was going to be damage on the SeaTrimmer, as the other SeaTrimmer has now catched up with us and is doing damage towards the Skeletor. It is nothing that I can see actually, but it is once again causing instability in the cubic octagonal strut placed in the front end of the Skeletor. And the other Skeletor still able to engage a SeaTrimmer, but this SeaTrimmer for sure can nail this Skeletor or not. The Skeletor has a get out of jail free card, I guess. But there, the SeaTrimmer couldn't engage it. Now the other Skeletor taking damage, nearly into the ground. It is actually into the ground. And it is up to this Skeletor to put up the remainder of a fight and hope that it will at least do some damage towards one SeaTrimmer. Which, well, let's hope that it won't go out without doing any damage to anything. Because, well, it hasn't done any damage to anything as of yet. And it's pretty much a piss poor entry. Which, I think even that Crispy Nuggets entry would have, the original Skeletor and that, would have fared better here. Which, well, excuses there, Crispy Nuggets. I'm going to abandon this Skeletor as it's possibly going to just spaz out nearly into the sea. It's into the sea actually, and it's a 3-0 for the SeaTrimmers. The SeaTrimmers having the right now to do a victory roll, which I think they have. And well, it is moving on to the second round for Dun Dun 93. And it's also moving on to the second battle. It is going to be the Mambas against the Stingray 2s. As you'll join me back on the airfield right now, with the Stingrays and the Mambas all set up. And to be honest, it's going to be an interesting battle with the Stingray, of course, going out relatively early in Season 3, I believe. And then the Mambas posed as not a competitive entry by its makers. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a fun one, I can already tell. Let's get it underway then, right now. As the Stingray takes off and the Mambas also take off. Let's see who takes off first. It is the Stingrays. And then now the Mambas. Taking off slightly after the Stingrays. And then the Stingrays, of course, and the Mambas preparing for battle. That's going to take, I think, longer than the previous match to get these two out of distance from each other. Although we are quite out of distance already, as there actually the competition starts. It is Mamba's going to fight the Stingrays, of course, and then the Stingray is going to have to fight the Mambas. Although I can already see a slight issue here. I've set up the Mambas wrong, and thus it's going to encounter one Mamba and then the other Mamba. I'm going to have to set that up differently. Yep, I'm going to have to set it up differently, I think. Or no. Yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no. You know, I'm going to just run with it. Yeah, I'm just going to run with it. Mamba's there. Mamba, Gao 8 on Mamba's firing. Just a single Gao 8 though. Both the Mambas going for add-ons there. As, well, it's left with no choice pretty much. The Stingrays and Mambas turning and trying to fire on each other. This Stingray firing on the second craft, which is the first Mamba in the death train there. Which means that this Mamba might have a chance to annihilate this Stingray, but it doesn't have one, as well. The Stingray is trying to get on the tail of the Mamba. Oh, maybe the Mamba can actually hit something there on the Stingray. Nope, it's the Stingray firing on the Mamba. And no hits yet, although it's a Mamba behind this one. So maybe there's going to be some hits on the Stingray. Oh well, it won't matter since, well, the Stingray has chosen to apparently turn. I don't know why, because now the Mamba can pretty much hit on the back of this Stingray. Which, well, it hasn't chosen to do. Weird, very weird. As this Mamba just has to fire on Stingray. Stingray has to fire on Mamba. Still no hits. Still no hits. Oh yeah, this Mamba has now turned on the Stingray. The other Mamba also firing on this Stingray. Ooh. No, it's the Mamba getting close to the Stingray. Very close. No hits yet. Come on. We know you want to hit him. Nope. It has no interest in hitting apparently. As it is chosen to just go on the top of the Stingray and then just abandon its advantage of being very, very close on the tail on the Stingray. Although Stingray actually near to the ground here. Mamba is still trying. It is going to be the question if the Mamba can annihilate the Stingray here. It's too far away, isn't it? Yeah, it's way too far away. It's way too far away. Let's see on the other Stingray. Let's see if the Mamba can do something on the other Stingray. Nope, it's also disengaged. Although that Stingray might engage the Mamba now. Yep, it's engaging the Mamba. Although it's going to be a head-on for both craft and thus no hits at all. Come on. Please just do something here. It is that Mamba now firing on the Stingray. Ooh, slight instability there for the Stingray. But it is going to be the Mamba overshooting now again. Yeah, it's once again overshooting. Is it going to come back? No, it isn't coming back. It's rather the Stingray turning it to its own advantage there. Some weird behavior from the Mamba here. As the Stingray is firing but getting no hits on the Mamba, although it's coming close as far as I can see. Come on, man. You're very, very close to the Mamba now. Surely you can get some hits. Yeah. You must be able to get some hits. No, not yet. The Mamba is just putting some maneuvers that the Stingray can't counter. Ooh. Yeah, there's the hit that we were expecting, and it's already the Mamba tumbling and losing control. Ooh. Yeah, more damage on Mamba. It's actually taken out. So nice placement of the AI and weapon manager there, lol. Come on, Mamba. Yeah. I mean, you can try to maneuver here, but you actually have to engage the Stingray, you know? Yeah, there it goes, engaging the Stingray. Nah, this isn't going to be it either. Oh no, that's an explosion. I see an explosion. Maybe it has a chance. Maybe it still has a chance. Oh yeah. That's the wing off. That's the wing off a Stingray. It's going to have to engage the other Stingray now. Yeah, it's going for the head-on, isn't it? Yeah. It's Stingray firing. Ooh. Just off to the left of the Mamba there. And it's going to be the Stingray. Yeah, going on the tail of this Mamba. It's going to have to pull some evading maneuvers. But I think that other Stingray is pretty much out of it. If I see those spins. So it's corrected himself now. Ooh, it's the Mamba's wide wingspan making it take hits there. So it's turning. It is trying to turn on the other Stingray, which is already disabled. So I don't know what you're trying to achieve there. I think it's trying to achieve full incapability of fighting on that Stingray. Oh. Again, some flat spins from the Stingray as it's trying to gain control. Ooh, the other Stingray is now firing on it again. It's going to have to prioritize evading. It does the evading nicely. But now it's going to have to go on the back of the Stingray. Ooh, yeah, it makes it. Oh, no, it doesn't because it's the Stingray going for the head-on. Once again, turning. Another head-on. It's going to be another head-on. Yep. Ooh! Was that nearly a collision? Oh, that's I think the Stingray just landed there. Yeah, there's the Stingray landing. And it is Mamba's. Maybe the Mamba can achieve victory. It's going to be close, however, because the Mamba doesn't seem to be able to get hits on. Yeah, that's why I said it. Come on! More hits! More hits on the Stingray. Oh no, it's also flat spinning. This one's also nearing its end. Yeah, it's just one tire getting taken out and it's an immediate flat spin for the Stingray. The other Stingray, it's going to have it very, very difficult to get off those mountains. However, it's the Mamba losing fuel. It has no fuel anymore. Oh! More hits on the Stingray. It's more hits on the Stingray. It lost its yaw control. It lost some flaps too. It's going to have to make some height for above the Mamba if it's going to survive it. Oh, oh, down to the wire. Oh, it's the Mamba trying. It's the Mamba trying. It's pretty accurate here, but it's no hits yet. Come on. I didn't expect this at all. I didn't expect when the Mamba ran out of fuel to still see the Mamba making or having a chance. It's spinning. Only one Stingray left. It's still the Mamba in the air. Ooh. This actually turned out to be a lovely conclusion to the end to the round. Come on, Mamba. Come on, please. You've lost your fuel, but you haven't lost your will to fight. Although you're tumbling straight into the ground now because you've compromised all your speed. Oh, please, yes, you have a chance again. You have a chance. Come on, do it. Ah, lost the speed again. Come on, man. Just do it for the fans. Do it for the CFC fans, you can do it! Oh, it's fire from the Stingray! Come on, Mamba! The wide wingspan, the lift making it have a good glide coefficient, I think. At least I think that's how physics work. It's the Stingray on the back of the Mamba. Oh, too bad! Too bad, it's the Stingray taking it home! Although it's not without a loss. It's not without a loss of an aircraft. Oh, if only the Mamba had more fuel. Oh, if only. Would have stood a chance against the Stingray if it had more fuel. Oh, that's a shame. They're just too closely matched for it not to be decided on fuel and ammo. Oh. Well then, Mambas. We're putting up a great fight here. Let's continue. Second round. Please. Please do it. Please, Mambas. We're counting on you. We're rooting for you. You've shown that you're pretty much fighting until the last drop of fuel. Even beyond the last drop of fuel. Cheering for you, please! Please just pull a surprise out of the bag. defeat the Stingray only just, because you're only one little disadvantage, or nil one, as I should say. And it's time now to turn on the Stingrays. Come on, man! I know you guys can do it. I know these Mambas can do it. It's only the question if they can complete their enormous task. Come on, guys. It's now engaging the guns. There go the cows. And no hits from what I can see. And it's already the Mambas turning on the Stingrays. It's going for that Stingray here, although it's pretty much on the edge of its gun range. And now going for the other Stingray. It's on the back of the Stingray, yeah, nicely done. Closely on the back of the Stingray, although that's a Stingray assaulting the Mamba. So it's going to have to avoid or take damage. What's gone there? What has gone? It's really cost for some instability there. Ooh, what has gone? I can't see the damage there. I see no damage, yet it's tumbling out of control. Weird. I'll have to leave that Mamba that's probably just going to run into the ground then. That's too bad. Then you can still maybe take out one Stingray. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, very closely behind the Stingray. Although that's a Stingray firing on you, are you going to dodge? The answer is yes. You are. You're going to have to dodge. Maybe it's even too unstable, too maneuverable. At least from what I can see here. It's a Stingray firing on the other Mamba that is struggling for control without having received any damage. It's a mystery to me, really. Yeah, there it goes once again on the Stingray. Come on, Mamba. You've shown us that you can do damage to the Stingray. Please repeat your effort. Oh no, that's the other Stingray firing on this one again. Oh no, that's actually just the entire Mamba gone. At least your AI and your weapon manager, which you haven't just placed into the front of the craft, which if you had, it could have flown fine, I think. Now just the other Mamba just tumbling towards the ground. It's not going to make it now, is it? More hits from the Stingrays. Oh, that's actually a Stingray still firing on the Mamba. I didn't expect that one. Although it's just going into the ground fast. Yeah, that's into the ocean now. Surely it is into the ocean. Oh, it's going to the ground. Yeah, the ocean. It's into the ocean. Maybe it's enough. It's too much speed for the Stingray to pull up there. Maybe it could be. No, it's a Stingray doing a little bit of the tumblies. And it has touched the ground there, hasn't it? Yeah, it touched the ground there. It's just only with luck that it's able to take off there. Has it taken damage? Nope, no damage at all. This man is just maintaining attitude pretty much, or at least doing its best to maintain attitude with spinning out of control. It's trying to engage with the cows, although this is pretty much a sitting duck for the Stingrays. Now it's the question if the Stingrays can do more damage to it before it goes into the ground, and I don't think it will. So yeah, some mystery damage on the Mamba here. that has caused it to fly straight into the ground. Or at least stumble slowly towards the ground. And the other Mamba, pretty much having no chance against the Stingray, makes it 2-0 for the Stingray. As well, I'm still longing for a repeat of the first battle. Come on. Who doesn't? That was just a great battle. Can you see what the damage is on this one? Oh, it's missing it's missing a centerpiece there. All it's missing is a centerpiece, and it's gone straight out of control. And it is trying to stay into the air, but it's pretty much struggling and flipping out of control. And now it has no chance anymore because it's just simply running itself into the ground. Yeah, it's pretty much here. It's missing something in the center. Nothing else that's missing from what I can see. So yeah, it's pretty much stumbling out of control because it lost one part. And you don't want to have that on your craft. And so it's a rightful defeat for the Mambas. Let's go on to the third round and the final round of today in the Cedara fighting competition. And oh boy, is it a lovely, lovely second battle. Don't you think? It is, isn't it? It just is. At least the first round was. Then the Stingrays just had the advantage over the Mambas because it took out one part. Let's see what it took out. Yeah, pretty much took out only this nose cone. Huh. Well then, apparently taking out one nose cone on the Mamba causes severe instability. And then third round, final round possibly, with the Stingrays and the Mambas. Either one that's going to take home victory today, deserved it completely, because let's be honest here, the Mamba isn't the worst opponent, although it just has some slight issues, which is hampering the Mambas in the long term, and well, simply having be only an advantage for the Stingrays as we are nearing competition turning range. How would you name that range? As it's now time to start the competition. It'll be interesting to see if the Stingray will beat the Mamba, or if the Mamba will beat the Stingray, or if they tie. It could be a tie, especially if they ram each other. Don't think that's ever going to happen, but it could happen as fire from the Mambas go, and it's just near friendly fire for the Stingrays there. Love it. And it's now time to turn on each other and engage. And it is the Stingrays engaging the Mambas first. Superior turning there simply because of the gimbling, although that Mamba just took a head-on for this Stingray. And thus it means that the other Mamba is safe from at least this Stingray. And now the Mambas are behind Stingrays. Nicely executed move there. And it is, oh, the front end gone! Front end gone for the Stingray. Will it be more damage? Oh, it's lighting it up! Oh, no, that is not going anywhere soon. Yeah, that is being torn up by that cow. Oh, that must have hurt for the Stingray. That was quick. Oh, just one hit after the other for that Stingray. And we have to look back now because this Mamba is looking to do more damage on the Stingray. Can the Mamba pull the battle back? It'll be the question. Oh, oh, that was some lovely shots from that Mamba there. Ah, I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Now it's two Mambas against one Stingray. Will the one Stingray be able to defeat both the Mambas? Or will the Mambas be able to score? Oh, you're leaving it close, man. That was nearly mid-air collision. Just to score that one single hit with the Gao gun. Oh, this is so lovely. Oh, this is so lovely. It's both the Mambas making a chance. It's going to be a 2-1. I have no doubt on that. Yeah, there it goes. Oh. The Gao's taking out one of the wings on the Stingray and also one of the engines, although we have seen in the past that the Stingray is able to cope with that damage. Although, will it be able to carry the damage with 2 Mambas on its back? Now, surely closing. Ah, there go those Gaos again. Will they hit? Well, they surely are close to hitting. Oh. Come on, Mambas. Just finish him. It'll be awesome for the both of you to just finish him, because it'll end the battle. And it'll mean 1 defeat for the Mamba. And that was one crazily fought defeat. If I do have to say so myself, although looks like the Mambas don't really have any interest in engaging in this Stingray. Although they are closing on it once again. At least one of them is. It's going towards the ground again. Will it be able to pull up? It won't. 2-1! 2-1 for the Mambas. No damage. Absolutely no damage for these 2 Mambas. And it's just a well executed move right on the beginning. And then just tearing the Stingrays up. This is why I love those Gaos. This is why I love those Gaos. Well then, Mambas. 2-1. You can pull it back. This is going to be gold status for those Stingrays anymore, though. What a battle that was! What a battle with Mambas throughout. And what a glorious win that was. Oh. This, guys, this is why I continue to develop craft in VDAC. Because it just brings so much happiness once they finally work. Ah, that was lovely. That was just legit orgasm level of excitement. I only get that from Formula 1, but now VDAC has also delivered on that. Yes, they turn to watch each other for maybe the final round. Although last time I said it. Just a lovely battle from the Mambas. Come on, guys. You've shown you can do it. You won't go out without being remembered, that's at the very least. That is one thing that's for sure. These Mambas won't go out without being remembered. They are putting up a fight. They are sticking it to the man. As Mambas go and fire on these Stingrays. This Stingray had a chance to down that Mamba, although it's going to take it. Although, yeah, there's the Mambas then turning on the Stingrays. The Stingray turning on the Mamba. And not yet firing shots, and it is Mamba firing on not this Stingray anymore, but it was firing on this Stingray. It now having more interest in engaging that Stingray. Plus the other Mamba. Okay, the other Mamba is there. Once they fire their guns, it's very clear where the where the planes are, isn't it? Okay then, Mambas. Can you drag it on to the fifth round? That is the question. And the answer is you're getting hits. It's looking promising. Oh yeah! Oh boy, that was a quick takeout for one of those Stingrays. Although this is a Stingray on the back of the Mamba, maybe it can score some hits before, yeah, the Mamba meets it, and it's lighting it up, and that's a hit, and another hit, and it's tearing the Stingray up. It is 2-2! Ah! Boy, am I glad that I decided to continue with the battles. It is the relatively easy 2-2 from the Mambas. Oh, it is a relatively easy 2-2 for the Mambas. It can achieve the 2-3. It can pull the ultimate comeback. It can. Now it's just a question. Can it fulfill all our hopes? Can it take home the win over this rather good Stingray craft? I surely do hope so. For sure then, this is the final match. Don't tie it up for us. I'm sure this video has already taken an hour. But it is so worth it. It is so worth it. I have never been so excited in a CFC match. Please. Oh, please. Please do it. Please do it, we're rooting for you. The overall craft layout and design is vastly inferior to the rest of the entries. Oh, look, you have to admit that. But it's putting up a fight. And only for that reason it should win. It's turning. It's the final first head-on encounter. And it is Cowhead firing against Vulcans for the final time in this episode. Go on, boys. Go on. Do it for the boys. Oh, just please. Oh, just please do it for the boys. Okay, I have to zoom out a little bit here. Oh, yeah, it's once again on the back of Stingray. Firing that one Gao gun. Who knew that one Gao gun could put up such a fight against 3 Vulcans? Well, I most certainly didn't know. It's nearing hit. It's nearing the hits. It's nearing, yeah, that's a hit. Yeah, that's another Stingray gone. Well, another Mamba. How you doing? Yeah, oh yes! Yes! It can't! The Stingrays can't win this. It is the ultimate comeback from the Mambas. It is a 2-3 for them. And it is an wow. Oh so deserved victory over the Stingrays. I can't do anything but clap here. The first collaboration craft takes its first win of the competition. in the 5th episode of the 4th season of the Cedara fighting competition. And here is Bureaucratic Voice Bob. Oh, that was an episode. That was quite the episode.